keeps the legends revive. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. The IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip that spec, pump and dump dreams. Holy grail whispers, tear at the seams. Market spikes in the rumor mill's breath. Crossovers ink the line of death. Footnotes trace the collector's code. White pages pure in a mylar hold. Investment grade, sealed in a tomb. But the panels still scream, they boom. Back issue fire, collector's sin. Every variant cover pulls you back in. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, KSU, Arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, KSU, Arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. It's more than a run. It's the crossover you can't outrun. The IzzyVerse lives on. The IzzyVerse lives on.
Oh, look what's up. That's right. Cliff, you see what's out? You see what's up? You see what's up right now? There's a grand opening happening. December 13th, Pelham Comics will open its doors for the grand opening. I will be there.
And it's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
And it's the same day I'm hosting my Toys for Tots toy drive.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! Seriously?
I told you
I
to
couldn't do
stay
anything about
away
it.
from. Beg your friend to stay away from
I can't
December.
do anything about that. So it is, we are having our grand opening. You are doing a Toys for Tots. I think it's gonna be a fantastic day. We're gonna have some giveaways. We're gonna have a raffle. I'll be doing some artwork. Who knows who's gonna show up? But it's gonna be fun, and I know you're gonna have fun as well in your.
I'm gonna have fun. We have so many freaking items for silent auction and raffle, and I can't wait. I'm exhausted thinking about it. It's exciting.
Just thinking about it, right? It has been a tremendous weekend. How was your Thanksgiving?
My mac and cheese, as usual, is the winner.
That's yeah.
I remain mac and cheese victorious. And I was unhappy with my turkey.
Unhappy? Why?
Listen, I tried a new technique that looked great, but you know what the rule is with turkey, right? You should cook it, 20 minutes of resting, and then it should be go time, right? But due to things beyond my control, that 20 minutes of resting turned into 2 hours because the circumstances beyond my control. So I was not thrilled.
But not circumstances.
No, not circumstances. Who would always be welcome at my Thanksgiving table, and he would have loved my I hope he would have loved my sweet potato mash this year.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and say what's up to the guys in the chat. Las Cruces. Hooray for Las Cruces. And a woohoo. And finally, hello from Nuevo Mexico. I just love the fact that he does that. We got JSS Brooklyn in the house. Good evening, y'all. Happy Tuesday. And don't forget to hit that like button. It's appreciated. And what up, Black Spider 75 is also in the house. What up, fellas? We got a lot to talk about, but today's show is going to be a little different. We're not going to do the headlines like we normally do, right? Instead, I felt the need to keep this one simple today, but I wanted to share with you something that I did over the weekend. So over the weekend, I went to an event, but I gotta definitely do the whole thing that we always do. I gotta show the video, right? Because I consider this a headline. So let's make it a headline. All right. And let's put that in the screen. There we go. So over the weekend, I went to a Jack Kirby pop-up. Jack Kirby from Ghetto to the Cosmo. It's happening for a very short time. So it's going to be from the November 28th to December 7th. So you only got 5 days if you want to go in. It's a suggested donation of $5. It's a great exhibit. I did put some stuff up in IG. And this is to help support the Kirby Museum. .org because it's Jack Kirby and we got to give Jack Kirby love. So I had a great time seeing some wonderful stuff, and got to see some original art. Got to see some masterpieces of blacklight art as well. That was there, so you can always check that out in the IG. I did interview my good friend Roy Schwartz, who is the curator behind it. And he's also is working very diligently to get the Jack Kirby Street done and commemorated from Exis Street and Delancey. That's where we're trying to get that corner. He's a little nervous, but I will say this much. Last I spoke to a councilman, he said he shouldn't have anything to be nervous about. So I'm really happy about that. But this event was so much fun, man. I got to see, there's a good friend. His name is Foamhead Designs. He actually did work in movies like The Marvels. He's worked in Loki, and he did Foamheads. So they call it Foamheads. He's a prop designer. He had some items there as well. So that was really cool. I want to see if there was some photos. I know they have photos in their IG. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Instagram so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to go into IG for a second. But before we do that, let's take a look at some of these images here. So I'm going to start sharing this tab. So there's some of the stuff that's there. There we are hanging out at the event. We had a couple of good friends. There's some of that black light I was talking about. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger so you guys can see it a little. It doesn't really get any bigger. That's so weird. Okay, so you don't get to see the black light. So there's the black light imagery. There's a nice little video of it. It was so much fun, man. So much fun, Cliff. Here's some more pieces. Cosmo. Look at the size of this book. 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's not even a treasury edition. That's not even an absolute edition. That's huge. They also had some great imagery here as well. You can see little foam head designs there. All right. And it was a really cool pop-up there that I personally enjoyed. This is my video. And you can see the video I posted up there. So that's from the blacklight imagery. There were some comic books too.
I'm glad there were, because going to a Kirby event without there being comic books just feels, I don't know, anticlimactic.
But look at the ultimate nullifier.
Nice. Now, did somebody professionally make it, or is it a 3D printed render?
So it's a 3D printed render from it. So that's what's that. It's cool. Look at you get to wear the foam head designs of the Eternals, which I think is always fun. It is a family thing. It is a family thing. So if you want to go see it, go check it out. It's in Jack Kirby, New York City pop-up. It already started. 24 Warren Street. It's right off of Chambers. If you take the A or the C, get off at Chambers, and it's literally right there.
I like this blacklight thing.
Oh, the blacklight thing
was that on a wall or on a table?
No, the blacklight's a room. Let me show you the room. This is my video here. So if you look here, that's the video. No, that they were displayed.
Oh, nice.
They were on display. There was some great blacklight, and of course, we were in the blacklighted room. There was Captain America one, Medusa.
Yeah,
got some Medusa. Look at the surfer. And you could purchase it.
Even better. Some of these are even better with the black lights.
Yeah. So is there a fee? It's a suggested donation of $5. And it is suggested. So if you don't have the money, you could still go. It's not a situation where you don't have the money. But $5. You can cough up. Anybody can cough up $5. A cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Check out the Fantastic Four. That was cool. And
the Demon.
Yeah. And there was stuff to purchase as well. So it's going to be there till December 7th. So it got me thinking about Jack Kirby and how great his work is. So for this one, I decided, because you know how I am. I just tell Cliff, this is what we're going to do. And he's like, yeah, sure. I decided we're going to go over, and I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done a creator spotlight in a while. And this is kind of like a smaller version of creator spotlight. So I asked Cliff to share with me his 5 Kirby covers that he loves. I don't know if they're his favorites. And that's going to be part of it. But before I start sharing that, I need to remind everybody, we are still doing a duck race today. There's a duck race happening today. That's right. We have a duck race. Now, how do you get part of the duck race? It's really simple. You either, 1, become a channel member. If you're a channel member already, you get part of the duck race. Or 2, you leave a super chat within this past month, and you'll be part of the duck race. And let's go ahead and show them what they could win, right? So let me put this to the side here. I put everything in this nice bag, right? Because this is the wrap pack. Let's show them what's already in the pack. Oh my goodness. Look at this. So we got this issue of Spawn. I don't even know what issue of Spawn this is.
We just know the cover's cool.
We just know the cover, so we get that one. We have classic Wolverine issue number 50, the classic die cut cover. Remember that one? All right, we got Batman 457. That is part of it as well. You know what? I got to do this. I want to Let's go do this. There we go. Oh, no, that doesn't work. That works a little better. We got the Death of Silver Surfer with our first cover of the new Silver Surfer at issue 5. Also, King Spawn, number 50, done by Scotty Young. That's part of it. Return of the Living Dead, number 1. We got a Mark Spears cover. Batman Superman issue number 26, the commemorative edition, done by Sam Loeb and countless creators. All right. You got some original art by yours truly, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. So that's going to be added in there. So you got some OA. The winner will get a Spidey tumbler, Spidey powder tumbler. So of your choice. So if you win, you'll get one of those. X-Men 2, Uncanny X-Men 257. All right. Infernal Hulk number 1. This book came out last week. We also added a Something's Killing the Children cover, which right now it's upside down. There you go. Something's Killing the Children. And Ghost Rider 15, the famous glow in the dark. Talking about good black lights. All that is part of it. Those are your comics. There's also a slab. And that slab will be Moon Knight number 1 in a 9/8. This is from 2021. So it's a beautiful cover. I love this cover. And Cliff, as always, you know I have to do it. We have 5 more books to add for the super chats. We could add 5 more into this pack.
Oh my goodness. 5 more books for the super chat.
5 more for the super pack. I got them here. I got some oldies. I got some newbies. I got an exclusive in here. There's even an exclusive in here. So all you got to do is leave a super chat and we'll add to the pack. And we'll do the duck race right. We'll do the duck race right after we do our trending book. So let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about some Jack Kirby goodness. So let's get that into the screen. Oh, and we got our
2.
Oh, we got 2. Ooh, thank you so much. Las Cruces, give me a letter. A, B, C.
I chose A. A, B, C, D, E.
He said number 1. So number 1 is A. Right? Oh, but yeah, you put the A. Okay.
Oh, he's going for B. You are a gentleman,
Okay.
Las Cruces. I love you, baby.
So this book just is officially coming out tomorrow. It is Batman number 4. It's the first appearance of a new character named Minotaur. Ooh, get your Minotaur. All right, that's added to the pack. And the B is another book that's scheduled to come out tomorrow. And this is issue 2 of Nightfall. DCKO is the other one. So 2 brand new books. Don't even know what the price are they. So we still got the 3 books remaining, so we'll wait and see. But we do have 3 books remaining. There's still the exclusive book. There's still a classic book here. So some good stuff here. And there's a really nice cover too. So that's next. All right, let's go back to where I was. And I got to share the screen for this one. And here we go. Bam, there we go. Our favorite Jack Kirby covers. Before we start sharing, what just happened? It just came off my screen.
We here at Comics with IzzyVerseNYC.
This wasn't Streamlabs.
For technical difficulties.
This was not Streamlabs, by the way. What the heck just happened? Oh, don't tell me it deleted it. I think it deleted it. All that work. Gone.
I don't understand. What do you mean by deleted it? Like StreamYard didn't
No, it wasn't StreamYard. This was son of a gun.
What could you possibly have had open that's
wait. No. Oh, it's not gone. Thank goodness it's not going.
Once again, we here at IzzyVerse, Comics with IzzyVerseNYC, do apologize for all technical difficulties. And remember,
it wasn't Streamlabs. Don't blame Streamlabs for this.
And remember,
this was not Streamlabs.
Of 40, 52%, and 53% off for StreamYard. You know, go use.
Oh, you're gonna go there here. I don't know what it was. It was PowerPoint. PowerPoint turned itself off for some reason.
Okay.
That was
and while you're looking to save yourself money during the holidays, go treat yourself to some supplies at BCW and use either of our codes.
Oh yeah, I have a BCW code. I don't even remember. I keep forgetting I have that. All right, there we go. We're back. Woo! I was like, all this time I worked on this. Because again, this is a creator spotlight. So we're going to be showing you some information about these books, man. All right. So for that being said, so Cliff gave us 5 books. I gave you 5 books. So we have a total of 10 books. Cliff gave you some more rarities. I gave you some more, keys. So, but either way, I think this is a fun little group of books. So they're not in the order of the 5, they're in order of chronological order. So that's that. SB Card Fan. Let's go with C. So we got C is New York Comic Con exclusives in the 2025 Energon Universe Ash Can. We have added that into the pile.
And it's an ash can. I love it.
It's an ash can that's not the size of an ash can. I don't know what's up with that.
It's also, I'm just saying, and it's an ash can I'm not annoyed to death with. I mean, so that's immediately, it's thrilling.
All right, so let's go on with our first cover. This is the oldest book from the pack because, again, we're going in chronological order. I picked Foxhole issue number 4 from Manline. It came out in 1955. This has a high sale of $5,300 and a 6.5. That was done in July of 2025, this past year. The last sale of this book was $3,000 and a 4.0. Raws go for about $568 at good, while a graded copy is going for $4,000 at a 4.0. However, because those are the average fair market values, what's interesting about this one is that there's only 19 copies within the CGC census. I personally love this cover, especially during this time period. This is a war comic. It's a Simon Kirby comic, but it's a beautiful Jack Kirby cover to me. I personally love this Jack Kirby cover. It says so much with so little. You know what I mean? And that's what makes Kirby so amazing. This is before his Marvel, when he changed things in Marvel, really. So what's your thoughts on this cover?
No, I think it's great. I think it's very intimate. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't I feel like the eyes are a little off, but I'm not going to blame him alone on that.
I think the eyes are perfect, to be completely honest. I think it's from your perspective, from my perspective.
The eye on the right,
mm-hmm.
You think that this is I'm sorry, it looks like one eye is staring away from the other.
Well, he's he's going through war, man. Something's got to happen.
Well, I mean, if he's trying to portray the PTSD of war, especially back then when they didn't even know what the heck PTSD was, mm-hmm. right?
Yeah.
I could see that. And actually, that's really kind of the vibe I get when I look at this cover.
Yeah. And if you look at it, it's authentic, produced by veterans of the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's a great cover. I picked this one. I love the colors that were attached to it as well. I don't know who did the colors of the book, but to me, it's a great cover. It's not what you normally think when you think of Kirby.
Jack Kirby.
When you think of Kirby artwork, this is not the first thing that comes into mind, but it's also something where they're doing stories based off their past experiences dealing with World War II. This book came out in 1955, so World War II was about 10 years ago. So it's still in their mind. They're still thinking war comics were hot at this time as well. So that's our first book. Our second book was your pick, and that was House of Mystery 76. Came out for DC Comics in 1958. The high sale of this book is $660 at a 9.0, and that was in this year back in May 5th, 2025. Last sale of this book was in August for $89 at a very good. That's also the fair market value for a raw. $660 is the fair market value at a 9.0, which is that high sale. There's currently 12 copies in the census for this book. All right, Cliff, this is your pick. You get to tell me a little bit about your pick.
Well, the cover colors on this book are done by Greg Thexton, Theakston, right? And there's a Prisoners in a Tiny Universe by Nick Cardy on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
The cover one, the Artificial Twin, is all Jack Kirby pencil inks colors. Although some of the colors are credited to Greg again, as of April 5th of 2008 by the archivist at GCD. So I got all the details, baby. But I feel like this is like very Kirby and also like not quite so Kirby. I feel like the woman is like really like he's trying to capture something very realistic, but like the machinery in the background, the supercomputer, right? All that tech is very Kirby tech, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I love it. And I was on a mission of like, what covers do I love? Because I'm just so tired of everyone sharing the exact same Kirby stuff over and over and over. And this one was the first one that came to mind immediately. I was like, no one's looking for House of Mystery with Kirby.
Well, yeah, because
it's brilliant.
When you think of Kirby, especially in the 50s, you don't think of Kirby in DC Comics.
No,
just don't. You think of timely comics and things like that, right? Yeah. He doesn't go his time in DC is most notably in the 70s, where this is a book that came out in 58.
Yep.
And he's working with Captain America books, which at this time is that they're in the downfall, and it's not really happening. So he is just doing work, and that's something that happened back in the 50s and 40s, 50s, and so they worked everywhere. Kind of in the same way they kind of do today, but they worked everywhere. It's all these guys worked as multiple times. What I find interesting is, like you say, it's Kirby, but it's not Kirby. Is the woman that's drawn multiple times in this imagery does not resemble anything of Kirby, the way I see Kirby.
I see more realism when he's drawing the woman, which is really interesting.
Yeah, and if there's one thing I'm not a big fan of, is I'm not a fan of the way he draws women. There's certain women that look good, but there's certain
Varda or Grant.
Yeah, but like his Sue Storm, she got this huge cranium, man. I don't know what's going on with that thing, but
her and Crystal both. Let's be clear.
Yeah, again, it's not taking away from the greatness of his style. And what he actually brought to the table, which was, monumental. That's why he's called the king. But it's just, if he did more women like this, I would have loved it, because it feels more feminine. Where more of his women afterwards didn't feel as feminine. That's probably what it was. It was like a dude with a wig.
Don't worry, we're gonna get a little Kirby blend on my list shortly.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to our next book in our list. And this was my pick. I had to add it. I think this is one of my favorite Kirby covers, and that's Avengers #4 that came out in 1964 from Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $143,400 at a 9.8. That was in May of 2017. The last sale of this book was $1,440 at 6.0. That was earlier. That was yesterday, in fact. Raws are going for $381 at good condition, which I think is a steal at that price. And that's the average, fair market value. $870 for a 4.0 is the average for a graded copy. There's 5,697 copies recorded within the census. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. He's been thawed out of the ocean. This is also the first Silver Age appearance of Bucky, as well as his death. It's the first appearance of the Silver Age Baron Zemo, which I think it's the second Zemo. I just love this cover, man. This is everything I love about Kirby. Everything I love about Kirby is right there. No one does Captain America better, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's how I feel.
And so you do.
So what's your thoughts on this one?
It's classic.
It is classic. It's so good. It's like perspective is there. It's at an angle. You know, Giant Man is still giant, but he's not as giant. You know what I mean?
I appreciate his ability to capture, to capture perspective. You know, so
Which
like
is
that's
not a strong suit. It's not a strong suit of his.
No, but one of my choices is about his ability to capture perspective. That's for sure.
Yeah, it foreshadowing is, I think, is what he excels at. You know, the fact that he puts a fist in your face and things like that. I think that's one of his biggest strengths. When it comes to foreshadowing, it's clearly in this imagery, Captain America is charging in front of everybody, but
I want to know who's going for $381. I'm a little jealous.
381 for a good copy. That is what the average is. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
That's worth coughing it up, man. Especially when we're going to talk about another book later on today, going for more than that.
That probably doesn't deserve it.
I had my rant yesterday. I don't know if you had a chance to see it.
I saw some of it, but I don't think I think it pales in comparison to how I feel on the inside.
So I personally love it. And look, you even get some Submariner in the corner.
Oh yeah, because he's got a little guest star,
Yeah.
And really, first Baron Zemo, huh?
Yeah, so it is a I think it's the second Baron Zemo. It's not the first Baron Zemo.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that feels a little weird.
Yeah, so that's what it read in the credits. So when I read the credits, that's what it read. All right. And it's a cameo, by the way.
Okay, that makes much more sense.
Yeah, it's definitely a cameo. All right, our next book is I had to.
Oh yeah, well you love him. You love him. I get it.
The Mighty Thor 165. This came out in 1969 from Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $23,600 at a 9.8. That was November of 2018. The last sale was also yesterday at $109 at a very good. However, the fine is going for $104. Those are the average prices. 8.5 goes for $360 on average. There's currently 3,887 copies in the census. This is the first cover appearance of him. As you can see right in the bottom, it's him, Adam Warlock. Now, I did not pick Fantastic Four 67 because I think this is a better cover than 67. My personal my personal flavor, and it's giving me my favorite character, Adam Warlock. So I had to add Adam Warlock into this page.
I get it.
You like the golden hymn?
Yeah, no, of course. It's well done. And is that Lady Sif being dragged away?
I do believe that is Lady Sif. Now, you know who he resembles here? And this came first. He resembles there's a movie called Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, he does. He does resemble Rocky, that's for sure.
Yeah. So could he have been and there's a lot of the same story. I think they took it from there. Could it be that Adam Warlock is actually Rocky? Is there a possibility?
Right, because
he came first. Is that something that we could fact check to see if that's a possibility? Who was the inspiration behind Rocky?
I don't think they.
No, not Tim Curry. Tim Curry.
No, I know. I mean, but I don't think they've ever Rocky Horror Picture people ever given the.
It's the same character. He got the haircut and everything. So we're gonna double check on that to see if that's the case. But now, more I look at this, because when Adam Warlock first came out, he was not the brightest of all characters. That came in afterwards, right? Because he's the type of character that continuously evolves. So, but at this time, he was kind of like, a Frankenstein monster kind of character.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. So while he does that, while Cliff is double checking some information,
I'm double checking 20 things at once right
yeah,
now.
Cliff is my fact checker and all that fun stuff. Don't forget, we still got how many books we got left? We got 2 more books. We still got 2 more books in this pack. In this pile for today's duck race, we got D and we got E. So if you guys want to do that, and we got chimes going all over the place. All right. So I think it's time to go to our next book.
All right.
And our next book is Fantastic Four 89. This book came out in 1969, just a couple of months later, actually, from Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $1,295 and 9.8. That was in January 2024. Last sale was $23 at a fine, and that was a few weeks ago, back in July 31st, actually a couple of months ago, actually. Raws are going for $14 at a very good, $249 at 9.4. There's currently 428 copies in the census. This does have a first appearance of a character named Slave Master.
Yeah, that's not something I want to advertise.
I know. When I saw it, I was like, okay.
I just want to point out that we talked about perspective. Look at the perspective here. The Reed's fist arching, Mole Man's staff. Sue actually looks good, right? Sue looks good here.
She does look good.
And the Thing has a very worried look on his face. I feel like
it's because of that vase has to be worth thousands of dollars, man. If that vase falls,
this is shortly after they were forced to move for the first time.
Mm-hmm. And there's Crystal. Crystal's in the image in the bottom.
Yep, there she is.
There she goes. Sue got her hair's a little loose. She's
exactly.
It's not pulled up like Crystal's. Crystal did some work on her hair. Even though I never understood Crystal's hair. Does she have that's part of her hair, the black, right? I never understood it.
No, that's a thing she wears.
That's like a tiara type of thing?
Yeah, because she's part of the royal family.
Oh, okay. I always thought that was part of her hair because you never.
It never occurred to you she's part of the royal family?
I knew she was. I always knew she was part of the royal family, but I didn't think of it as a crown. A royalty
thing. And remember, Jack Kirby was always inspired by our lore in the real world. So
yeah,
all the Inhumans have our world's lore visually impacted on their looks, which I think is great.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this was your choice because of perspective, foreshadowing,
yes,
all that other stuff that came along with it, and you got some Mole Man.
And you got some Mole Man, which of course is appropriate. But really, I just felt like I thought this was just a great cover that's really showing off a lot of what's going on, and we just don't talk. We just don't talk about other Kirby covers. We just don't.
Well, there's so many, aren't they?
There are so many, and they're not all great. But this one's really fun and active, and that's why I put it on there.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to our next book in our list, New Gods #1. This came out in 1970. This is Kirby and DC Comics. This is the time we know him for. This has a high sale of $3,339 and 9.8. That was in August of 2021. So during the comic book boom. Last sale of this book was only $34 at a very good. And that was also yesterday, December 1st. And $38 is the average for a very good, the fair market value. $394 and 9.6 is the average fair market value graded. There's currently 2,992 copies in the census, and this is the first full appearance of the New Gods, which also includes Orion, Light Ray, Metron, Highfire, and Calabac. Also an appearance from the one and only Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yes, there is a reprint. There's always going to be a reprint of this one coming out soon. I got to see the pencil work for this book this weekend, and it is phenomenal. I love what Kirby was doing, what his creativity during this time, because he was doing this thing where he was doing collage work as well as the artwork. He was taking these risks that, granted, he wasn't probably allowed to take when he was in Marvel, but he kind of did it anyway because he did it in Fantastic Four. But it was at this time he felt underappreciated in Marvel, which I understand completely. And he, the guys at DC said, "Why don't you come over here, do your own thing, and let's see how it goes. And I think this was the first of the bunch. What's your thoughts on his time this time during DC, and what it really meant in the world of comics?
Well, he got to flesh out that New Gods lore that we're still talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
The man could mostly sell books, although like New Gods, like what, made it like 2 years, I think.
Yeah, it didn't have a big time frame because it just, I think they gave him too much.
Perhaps,
you know what I mean?
But people are constantly, like, we constantly go back to this. I would dare to say that perhaps this is a bit ahead of its time.
I think it was ahead of its time. And today we're really going into, I know the whole James Gunn thing is dealing with gods and monsters. So we're going to see new gods in the James Gunn DC universe. That's bound to happen.
We're getting the Miracle Man.
We're getting Miracle Man. So they're coming. It's an animated show, but we're eventually going to get live action new gods. We kind of did during the Snyderverse, but it really didn't. It wasn't able to flesh itself out the way, Zack Snyder really wanted to. My personal opinion is I think there's something in the new gods. I think that's also the reason why we're going to get a Jimmy Olsen story, because Jimmy Olsen was somehow Kirby took Jimmy and did some work with him as well. You have the new gods, the Ferrera people, Demon, what's the name? Clarion.
The Witch Boy.
The Witch Boy. All that stuff is from Kirby's world, which is, they called it the fourth world. And I think the sales weren't really there as much as people thought they would be. The reason why this book is so low in price is because it did had a bit of a high print run. People were excited for Kirby. They were excited for Kirby. So it does have a higher print count than other books. That's why you could get it at pretty remarkable prices. It's not an expensive book, to be completely honest. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But it's still a great cover. I love this cover. It's one of my favorites. Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, it's a great cover. And like, you could almost feel Orion coming at you, right?
Yeah.
Like bursting forward at light speed.
Hey, Daniel. All right. Let's go to our next book in this pile. And that is, I mentioned the Demon. The Demon Intrigued.
It's another one of your choices, by the way.
It's another one of my choices, and I got to see a blacklight version of this, and I couldn't help myself. The Demon, 1972 for DC Comics. This has a high sale of $5,640, 9.8. That was in September of this year. The last sale of this book was $37 at a fine in November 29th. This book raw goes for about $51 at a fine. On average, $193 on an 8.5 is the fair market value for this book. It's one away from 2,000 copies in the CGC census, and this is the first appearance of the Demon Intrigued, who I personally love, and I do believe it's somebody's favorite character.
Whose?
Mark from Legion of Comics.
The Demon is his favorite?
I know this for a fact.
Interesting.
Yes. What's your thoughts on the Demon Intrigued?
Oh, I love it. I love the rhyming and everything. Gone, gone, form of man, arise the Demon Intrigued. My first encounter with him was Action Comics Superman and Etrigan.
Yeah.
They were in a crystal city that was made of humans, so every time like a piece of the city broke, like human blood was dripping, and Superman's like, oh my god, what is this? Which is great. Like, I like Superman and supernatural stuff where he's like, this is so horrifying, and Demon's like, yo, I got this, we're fighting Morgan Le Fay. And he's like, yeah, we are.
You know what, I love the animated series when they did it. They had him in Justice League. I thought it was great the way they portrayed him. He's such a cool character. He's just a great character. It's a yellow demon, of course.
And by the way, I also enjoyed him in Brave and the Bold, the series. I thought they did a great job with him there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen a bad portrayal of him ever. So because he's just a cool character. He's a fun character. He's a demon, but he's not a bad guy. Which is the best part about him, right?
Yeah. Well, the Etrigan is like bound by the spell.
Yes.
Etrigan is not particularly cool at all times.
No, exactly. Let's see here. Justice League is what I got introduced to him, or couldn't even. Yeah, he is one of my favorites as well. I think he's a great character, and I think what Jack Kirby brought to the table with this one, he was getting a little bit of medieval times flair with this character, but this character is still part of the DC universe, and it brought a new. It wasn't part of the New Gods. This is one of those characters that wasn't part of the New Gods, but it was part of like, okay, let's have Jack do some supernatural stuff, which he really didn't do that much of, right? Because his stuff was more bombastic superhero stuff. He did a lot of Cosmos stuff, things in the Cosmos with Fantastic Four. Steve Ditko was the one that was really handling Doctor Strange and stuff like that, where Jack was doing more of the superhero characters. So it's nice to see him trying within the superhero lore, and I think Demon Intricate was definitely a successful character to this day.
It leaned into horror too, so he was doing a lot here.
And at this time, DC was excelling in the horror genre, because this is the 70s, man. This is Bronze Age. This is a character that I believe deserves way much more love that he has right now. But I think for those people that know him, he's getting all that love. And for a price point as this low, I'm gonna look to find this book. This might be one of my wish list books for 2026, because we are going to talk a little bit about that in the next couple of weeks. What are our wish list books? We'll talk about what we want for Christmas, but we're also going to be talking about our wish list books. So, you've been warned, Cliff.
Oh no!
Get ready. Okay, let's go to our next one here. And this is a Cliff book, which is Marvel Premiere 26. This book came out in 1975 for Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $1,247 in 9.8. That was in July of 2022. Last sale of this book was $6 at a near mint. What a difference a 9.8 versus a near mint copy is.
Right?
November 2025. You can get this book for about $5 very, very good. $73 is the average for a 9.8. There's currently 86 copies in the census. Here's the key fact.
Beating this book took financially.
I know. Like, who is the dummy that bought it in the first place for $1,247?
You know what happened.
I know exactly what happened.
Love it, and somebody lost their mind.
Someone spent a little too much money on that book. It is his first solo series. It is not his first appearance, but it's the first time he has a solo adventure. And that guy is probably beating himself over that he spent over $1,000 on a book that you could get for $73 today.
I'm telling you, that's
that hurts, man. That hurts a lot.
It does hurt.
All right.
Marvel Premiere 26. Ouch.
What's up, Kenneth Burr? All right, talk to me about this book.
I love the cover. Like, first of all, he's fighting some kind of vine monster thing, right? Hercules looks super jacked, right? Who the hell is chasing him with that axe? Is it friend or foe? Right? I love it. I love everything going on. Again, the woman in the background is not terribly done.
No.
So it's got a lot going on for it. It's definitely a striking, it's a striking cover that makes you go, "Ooh, what's happening here?"
Yeah, I agree. I'm digging the vines because, again, the vines are bringing a little bit of depth into it. This is my example of when it comes to his anatomy. His anatomy was not his strength.
No.
Though he did understand foreshadowing, he knew how to hide things. If you look at his right hand, I don't know what's going on with his hand. Like, you see his fingers.
Well, the vines are there. The vine creature is doing.
Yeah, but they're doing all sorts of things. It's almost like as if he has a six. He has a sixth finger there. But it's not AI, guys. Trust me, it's not AI.
Dude, I looked up the one that sold.
Yeah.
And it's just insane. So this one sold 9.8 at $1,326 in 2022. Then Immediately after, a heritage auction took place where a 9.8 sold for 432.
Wow.
Then on eBay for 269 and 23. Then in 2020, early 2024, it sells for 325 on eBay. And then it plummets back down in price. And now more recently, it started to tip back up towards like 180. That is crazy to me. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Oh, a 9.8 just sold on eBay in May. Pretty low, folks. Hate to tell you. So,
How much was it?
84.
$84?
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, again, I think that this is a fine collectible, especially if you really do dig Marvel's Hercules. There's lots of 9.2s, 9.4s, 9.0s out there that are in a very reasonable price range.
Yeah, but even a 9.8 at $80, come on, man.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll pull the trigger for that. It's his first solo story. It may not be his first appearance, but it's his first solo story. That got to count for something.
I feel like it does.
It's his first time. It's his first time that his name is on the title, so it's technically his book now because you demanded the Prince of Power in his own Olympian mag, even though it's a comic. It's not a mag; it's a comic. He's the man god Unchained.
I love it. I just think it's well done. And it's the first time we really get to dig into who Hercules is, not just this dude that shows up to have a fight with Thor.
Yeah.
And
who knows? Maybe it might go up in value once we get to see this guy return, if he does.
Oh, I hope he does, because I love him.
You know what I mean?
I love the dude from Ted Lasso.
All right. Let's go to our next book in our list here, and that goes to Iron Man 94. This came out in 1977 for Marvel Comics. This has a high sale of $149 and 9.8, and that was in April of 2023. Last sale of this book was $7 and very good, and the raws are going for about $5 and a very fine. $38 and 8.0 is the average. There's currently 141 copies in the census. This is also a Cliff pick.
Of course it is, because it's not a key by any means. It's just a great cover. It's very Kirby, right?
Yes.
This dude that is attacking him looks almost like Calabac. There's Kirby crackle galore. It looks like he's beheading Iron Man. All the Kirby tech around it, very fourth world, and there's people in danger. And the title implies that they are underwater and out of their depth. And I own this book, and I pretty much, the day I bought this book, I bought it because I was like, oh, look how cool the cover looks, Yeah. I love the bright striking color on it. I am sold by the Kirby Crackle. I wanted to include something that featured Kirby Crackle uniquely. So, and I find the earlier issues of Iron Man under issue 100, to be a bit of a fun find. I'm going to leave it at that.
Cool. Metal Elf, what's going on? How you doing? Good evening to you, sir.
Good
all right. You're right. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, but it's all good and it all works. Even with the color scheme, like, they usually have say in the color scheme and how things work.
Yeah.
What's going on? Is this guy a pirate?
No. This is like he's like a intergalactic villain, By the way, that was another thing. Kirby just loved to throw Iron Man in space.
Well, why not, man? He got a suit. He got a suit that could probably handle it.
Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of Iron Man comics that are about like, oh, you're in space, but you're in trouble again.
How do you take care of Iron Man? You just take off his helmet.
Yeah,
because he'll die in space.
So, this guy is Commander Kraken, right? He's a cybernetic pirate.
He's a pirate, okay.
Yeah, he's a cybernetic pirate. I mean, it's just crazy, but it's fantastic. I tell you, fantastic. It's good old fashioned outrageous Iron Man.
Cool.
I mean, Jack Kirby on it. I don't remember who wrote it. Oh, Herb Trimpe and Jerry Conway wrote this.
I was gonna say Jerry Conway has had.
Yeah, but also Herb Trimpe. So there we go.
Yeah,
you know.
but I take it Kirby only did the cover. He didn't do the interior.
Oh no, Kirby did the cover, and Herb Trimpe did the interior.
That's what I would figure. All right.
But this was so cool, and I noticed that the water is coming in and starting to drown them.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, I like how the you see kind of like the, I don't even know how to describe it, but that you see that white line that kind of like differentiated through with the color scheme.
Yes,
that's the part that I'm taking notice of more than anything. I also noticed that the pirate has a metal foot.
Yeah,
like
he's got that he's got that metal foot. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so there's that. All right,
I mean, he really. I think this is just such a great cover. It just captures.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, Commander Kraken.
Commander Kraken. Okay, let's go to our next one here. Our next book is Superpowers issue number 2. This was part of a 6-part miniseries that came out in DC Comics in 1985. High sale of this book is $170 at 9.8. That was in August of 2022. Also, last sale of this book is $8 very fine. That was the last sale, which was not that long ago. $6 is what you get a fine. 170 for a 9.8. 17 copies in the census. Another Cliff pick.
Yeah, and I know y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, and I get it. But when I was a kid and buying superpower toys, I love this crazy Kirby series, and there was like 3 of these series, right? And but anyhow, I love this cover. Like Calabac looks like Calabac, Hawkman looks like Hawkman. Everything's going on. Like, tell me this is not a beautiful cover. It is a beautiful Kirby color.
And that is Calabac. I like Calabac.
Yeah, you know, Calabac is like got the Beta Club. He's on the attack. Hawkman's like, oh no, he's got the freaking flail mace in the hand. I love it. I love it. I loved it. It is a childhood love. You could see.
Well, it is Superpowers, so it is part of the Super Friends, you know, Hour of Power comics, which I personally love.
Collection.
I personally love that series. The what it was, the Galactic Guardians they were going by when they introduced Darkseid and the New Gods.
That was the Superpower show, is when it's Darkseid, and then the final season is Galactic Guardians, the Superpower show. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but there's all of that.
They're thinking all sorts of things. I love, my personal thing is when they would do the Boom Tunes, that it was like a star.
Yes.
And it'll just walk in the star.
Yeah.
So this is a cool one. It's nice to see Kirby doing a Hawkman. But what I'm noticing is that where Calabac very much looks like a Kirby, right?
Yeah.
If you look at the musculature of Hawkman, even his facial expression, it doesn't feel Kirby. It feels like someone else was doing it. It almost feels like this is like a mashup of artwork.
It is, and I'll tell you why. Because it is Kirby's work. It's Greg. It's, again, by the way, Greg Thixton. Let's find out more about this guy, because he's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Greg Thixton on inks and Joe Orlando on colors.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, of course it's gonna feel like that, but I think it makes a great cover. I think they knocked.
Oh, I'm not denying that the cover is. I'm not denying that the cover is great. It's that what I'm seeing is, I see Calabac, and Calabac is very Kirby, right?
Yes.
Hawkman doesn't feel Kirby.
Yeah, I don't know if you look at the muscular.
I'm looking at it. Maybe in the hands, but not in the. But not in the deltoids and the arms and things like that.
Again, we could just argue that the inkers and the colorists, like, you know,
I think the inker had a lot of freedom.
Possibly, but you know,
I think Kirby went, yeah, you do this, you do this, you do this. Okay, let me get the next book. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking to myself. Excellent. What's going on? DVH is in the house.
Dr. Von Who from the Spiral Dimension.
All right. Here we go to our next book. Oh, wait. That's it. That's the list. That was 10. Wow.
We did it.
We did it, guys. I hope you enjoy this. This was fun, man. I like doing this. We'll do some more of these. Um, I, I have to get back to getting some more stuff, more creative spotlights, and I think me and Cliff haven't done a creative spotlight in a while, so I figured it was a good time to do one. And why not do one on Kirby? You know, it's a little different than normal, so it's not like the keys, because we'll be here. Let's be honest, we'll be here forever if I did the keys. So, but we did pick some of our favorites. Tell me in the comments if you're watching on the replay or you're watching the clip. Tell me in the comics what are some of your favorite Kirby comics. I will love to hear them. So, thank you. All right. Now I don't have to worry about this getting lost.
Bye, PowerPoint.
Yo, that was scary for a second. I was like, no.
I'm like, what is going on? How can this be going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's really messed up? My first exposure to Tyr in DC Comics is actually through Superpowers, and then to find out that he's a Legion villain pissed me off. I'm like, wait a second, why is he one of Darkseid's minions in this toy line?
Because that's just comics for you. Comics in the 70s and 80s. It was just, I don't know what's going on with them. They were doing all sorts of crazy things. Whatever they felt like doing, they would do it. All right. Before we get into the top trending books, we still got 2 more books to add to the pack. If you guys want to leave a super chat of any kind, you can. We will be doing a duck race after we finish doing the top trending books. There's a lot to decipher from the top trending, Cliff. There's some repeats, and there's some really fun new books in this list. You ready for some top trending?
I'm already miserable thinking of it. Chip is going to save me again.
Let's find out. This week's top trending comics for the first week of December. Woohoo! Look at what we got here, man. Now, talking about versatility here.
This is a very deceptive image that you have set up here. This is a very deceptive image.
Remember, I take all the list.
I've seen all the list, and they've all made me miserable. Okay,
but it's not just about where they fall in the rankings. It also has a lot to do with how much they've been selling.
Oh my God! I'm full of nausea because no matter what you say, at the end of the day, it's gonna be all about freaking Batman again, and I'm sick. Thank you for highlighting Predator, for highlighting Chip's first appearance, for highlighting Stephanie Phillips Grimm. Like, thank you for being a fresh breath of fresh air.
I don't want this whole list to be all absolute. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into the honorable mentions, because you gave me your reactions to what you see already. And you guys know when we do our honorable mentions, these are the books that just barely made it. The first one is the one that I mentioned before. I was like, you know what? This one needs more love, and that's Red Coat #1. This has a cover by Brian Hitch. I personally like this cover more than I like the Geiger cover.
Yeah.
You know? Talk to me. What do you think?
Well, this is his #1, but it's not his first appearance.
No, it's not.
But it is the beginning of his ongoing. So, yes, if you're interested in his live-action series, yeah, you should be looking at this.
Mm-hmm. This book is actually it's demanding a pretty penny. So it's going for like about, I've seen prices range between 80 to like 150 for this one.
And that's exciting for the time being. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll see where we're at when we move past it's been optioned.
Exactly. So when you hear the terms option, you don't know what option actually means until something happens, right?
Exactly. Until I see a freaking full-blown trailer, I'm gonna be quiet.
Well, even if they hired actors, you still can't be convinced because remember Batgirl?
Yeah, exactly. Batgirl actually made it to a finished product. That is Batgirl's story. So I don't care how bad the movie is.
I heard it
Just
was bad.
I don't care how bad it is. We want to see it. Brendan Fraser's really proud of his work. Let's see it, you know?
Release the Batgirl.
Yes, release the Batgirl.
I think the day will come that it will happen in some capacity.
In some capacity.
In some capacity. It might get leaked or something like that, where someone probably leaked it, if you know what I'm talking about. Kind of like with the Fantastic Four movie, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four, which I did see, and that movie's bad. People like it. No, it's bad. It is bad. I'm sorry. All right. Our next book, another book that seems to be driving momentum, but not because of its own series. It's because of other series. And that's Thundercats #1. This book is getting momentum because of He-Man.
Right, because people are like future specking. Like if He-Man succeeds in the movies, Thundercats should be next. But let me tell you something that I did not know about Thundercats #1 until just this year. Mm-hmm. David, mother loving, I gave you Venom, I murdered Aquaman's son, Michelini wrote this series in the beginning, and I can't believe that I didn't know it all this time. If I knew then what I know now, I would have grabbed this off the rack when I was younger.
Now, one thing I will say, and I've mentioned this before in other places, the coloring on this cover is awful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Look at Snarf, man.
He almost blends into the sand.
But he's not orange like that.
So why are they all orange? No one is this orange.
But look, wait, check it out. So whoever did the coloring work on this was clearly lazy. Completely lazy. Because look at Lionel and then look at his chest. Like, look at his abs. His abs are yellow.
Dude, I'm just saying, this color scheme is all jacked up. I don't know what they were thinking. You know, maybe it was Apprentice Colorist Week at Marvel. You don't know. I've never really cared for this cover. People care for this book because it is what it is.
I like the thing that I get is I actually like the cover. I think it's a solid cover for what it's worth. I think it's a solid cover. I think it does what it needs to do. It's showcasing all the Thundercats, and you got Mumra in the background, which I like the way they got Mumra.
Actually, Mumra's the best part.
Well, yeah, but
Mumra's the best part of the cover.
It really is, but it's the colors are destroying this book. I just want them to go back and recolor it. If they recolor it, it'll be great. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we could talk Dynamite into doing it.
Travis, let me know, bro. Let me know what we need to do about this cover, man. All right.
Let's talk to Dynamite, people. Let's make it happen.
has Thundercats. So there you go. So personally, this is getting hyped, like you said. He-Man is people are there. There's been some people that got a chance to see it, like some screeners got a chance to see. They like it from what we heard. And so does that mean Thundercats is coming? No. It doesn't mean Thundercats one of those properties that constantly gets in and out of option status. Like it gets picked up, then it gets dropped, then it gets picked up, then it gets dropped. It will eventually happen. And like you said, people are just spec buying for this book.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like to call it pre-spec.
The pre-spec.
Yeah.
All right. And then our next honorable mention is a book that seems to always find its way back, and that's New Mutants 98, the first appearance of Gideon. I was thinking about Gideon.
Yeah, you know what? By the way,
and Copycat.
Dope villain for 5 seconds. Talk about dropping the ball. I mean, he's a mutant who uses your mutant abilities as you attack him. He's basically a Mazo, except he's an actual mutant dude. Like mutants attacking him is a bad idea. Like him and Sebastian Shaw are terrifying levels of mutant. And yet that was fun, and that was that.
But look at Strife. Strife is, Strife was another character created during this time, and no one cares about Strife anymore.
Well, right. Didn't Strife think he actually was Baby Nathan, and then it turned out he's oh no, I'm the clone.
Yeah, they did the whole clone thing with Strife and all that crap. But I thought, but at one time they actually made it that Strife was the actual Nathan.
No,
And-
he just believed that he was.
Yeah. So
And and when we went through that whole saga at the end, he's telling the story of like it was always me, and it was like, no, you're a clone. No.
no, I was created in a lab. So this one actually had some really good sales, but New Mutants 98 always has sales. It's one of those books that's constantly selling, regardless of what's its status and things like that. Now, you could get a solid copy of New Mutants for about $400 raw now, which is pretty interesting to think. Remember, I said this book, $400. Remember that number. And yes, I'm with Riley. Bring back Strife.
And bring back Gideon.
Yeah,
By the way-
let's get Gideon back.
By the way, Gideon is terrifying. He can master and enhance your abilities and switch between multiple copied abilities on the fly. This includes mutant powers, martial arts skills and weapons expertise, enhanced physiology such as Captain America, and energy manipulation. This dude can battle mutants and Captain Marvel at the same time. All right? And he's an external, making him immortal.
That's right. He is an external. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So like he is the only limitation is being near a target.
And that's
So,
where
like,
Cannonball became an external too. Did they? Wasn't that part of the story? That
Absolutely.
it was Cannonball. That was the external. I was thinking Cannonball or Sunspot. It ended up being Cannonball.
Yeah.
If I remember. All right.
And no, Sunspot is also one.
There you go. So New Mutants are Eternals. All right. Those are your honorable mentions. Let's move on and let's get into this top 10 because I love when Cliff has something to say. At number 10, you ready for it?
Come on.
Give it to you. Absolute Batman issue number 5. This came out from DC Comics. $23 near mint is the last recorded sales value. Most common is $23 near mint, $60 and 9.8. As far as trending list goes, this is number 7 for Covrprice. 7-day, 30-day sales, 22 sales within the last week, 62 sales within the last 30 days. Hype level is a medium. Go ahead. Start it off. Tell me how much you love Absolute Batman.
Is there nothing else for people to read and buy? Like, what else is going out there, folks? Tell me. Share with me your pain. I don't understand.
This is, to me, the weakest of the bunch because it's a penultimate issue. I'm not saying it's the weakest story. I'm just saying from all the books that we have seen, this one doesn't really have a first appearance key. This is the second issue to the last of the story arc, so that's why it's penultimate. Man, that Batman got some thighs, man. He's thick. I'm just saying, he's very thick. And you got Alfred in the background. You know?
Yeah, Alfred in the background.
What's going on? The real James Willie.
Not the fake James Willie.
No, he's the real one. You know. He got his package. He's very happy with the package. I gave him a little piece of artwork that he wasn't expecting. And then when I looked at the image, I was like, damn, this came out good. Not, I'm not the type to toot my own horn or something like that. I let someone else do that. Yeah, so there it is. You got Batman with thick thighs.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. No,
thick thighs can save lives.
Right. Number 9 is, dare I say it, it's Green Lantern 148. This book came out in 1981 for DC Comics. $22 is the last recorded sales value. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Most common fair market value is $3, $34.09.6. As far as trending, number 1 for Key Collected, number 7 for CBSI, number 4 for Covrprice. 7-day trend, 30-day trend. Check this out. 14 sales in the last 7 days. And guess what? That's all the sales from the last 30 days. Hype level is at a high because of an announcement. Go ahead, Cliff. I know you're dying to share what this announcement is.
Actually, I don't know. All I know is that it involves Chip. Is Chip going to show up on the Lanterns TV show or what?
There is a rumor that they did share they shared the trailer somewhere. I don't know where they shared it. It was a private trailer, and in the trailer there's a chickmunk.
Which is always fun for me.
There's a Green Lantern chickmunk, and we know there is only one Green Lantern that is a chickmunk, and it's none other than Chip.
Yep.
So yes, that's the reason. It is.
Oh, by the way, Chip is not the only one,
but he's the most famous one.
But he is the most famous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's Chip, and then
Dale.
No, I forgot the other one.
The Rescue Rangers.
No, that's so funny. Damn, I forgot who the other one is, but there is one that comes along. Who's more recent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I can't remember at all.
So do you know the story of Chip?
He's from the planet Elvin, right?
Yeah.
H apostrophe, right? And he's part of his world's military, and the Guardians of the Universe, offered him a ring, because his predecessor was killed during some kind of invasion. Mm-hmm. And he's instructed by Kilowog. He joins around the same time as Hal Jordan, I guess, mm-hmm. or when Hal Jordan rejoins or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he becomes the Green Lantern of Sector 1014.
There you go.
And then he becomes very friendly with Hal Jordan, Mogo, and Salak.
What's going on, Dale of Suspense? Last month's winner. So yeah, I think this is fun. And of course, how James Gunn would it be to have Chip as part of the DC universe? It's so James Gunn. Even though he's not the one that's the showrunner behind Lanterns, I'm almost certain he was like, you got to put Chip. Somewhere you got to put Chip. Because he loves doing that kind of stuff. So we have Chip.
The other one is Badge.
Badge?
Yeah, B-DG, Badge.
Same sector?
Same sector. And I don't know if people know this, but Chip went to join John Stewart on Mosaic, and mm-hmm. on Mosaic he gets hit by a yellow truck on the road. And that's the end of Chip. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's the most infuriating. It's one of the most infuriating parts of that story. The other infuriating is the grand finale where John Stewart cannot save the Mosaic world because of his own freaking arrogance, and he does not release Martian Manhunter from being captured. Martian Manhunter is like, don't do this alone. Let me help you. And he leaves John Jones trapped to go deal it on his own. And then, of course, the planet gets destroyed. And then Fatality decides to come after him and hate his guts because her world died because of him. I mean, it's just actually her world dies of him because of the events of Odyssey. There is so much. John Stewart has a very complicated history, and a lot of people have died around him. It is very sad.
So Chip met his maker by way of a yellow truck.
It is tragic and stupid, and yes, all the things.
But it's the way a chickmunk normally dies, isn't it? He becomes roadkill.
No, that's what I'm getting. But also,
it's roadkill.
Even though that's the part that's offensive. Even though it was a yellow
to
truck,
the chickmunk community.
I mean, to people who love Chip. Because I've loved Chip forever. Why did he have to go out like this? By the way, the Green Lantern ring on multiple occasions has, even if it's yellow, it has a self-defense thing to protect you from death, right? So it should have triggered to protect him, but I guess this model of the ring didn't do it, or whatever bull crap they came up with. It's very upsetting. Just very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Poor Chip. Well, I'm sure we'll get Chip again in the Lantern series. I'm curious how much time he's going to have. He'll probably have a second or two. So, guys, hold your thoughts. Look at this. $22 for a book that's $3. I'm just saying.
And $34 for a 9.6. Let's all think about that.
Yeah, exactly. Relax. The 14 people that bought this book, need to chillax. Give it time. Let people forget about Chip. Do your thing. Get on the books, and then come back for Chip for $5. Because it's Chip.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Let's go with number 8. At number 8, we have Absolute Batman issue number 4. This book came out for DC Comics. $20 near mint is the last recorded sales value. $28 is the near mint value. $50 for a 9.8. As far as trending list goes, this is number 8 at Covrprice. 7-day, 30-day trend. We got 39 sales within the 7 days. However, within the month, there's 98 sales. This hype level is at a medium. This is the origin story of Absolute Batman. You get to learn the story of how he became. Did you get a chance to read this one?
What, number 4? Yeah, I didn't care for any of this. Hey, 4.
The zoo didn't get to you?
No, 4 issues of being chased by black masked men. Like, I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
But this was a different artist, and we get the origin story of this Batman, this Bruce Wayne.
Right, not thrilling. You know, I don't look. People like it. Good for them. It's very popular. That's lovely. It does nothing for me. I'm more interested in Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimates. All those have my attention far more than this one does.
Except for the Batman, which is the most popular of the bunch.
Right, which is crazy to me because I'm like, oh my, there's so much going on in the other books. You know? Like,
it's Batman.
How? Yeah, because it's Batman. Like, that's just terrible. You know? This is exactly why Scott Snyder and Rob Liefeld got into a fight in the DMs about 12 years ago. This is exactly why they got into that fight.
Come on, man. It's the zoo. Tragedy takes place at the zoo.
You realize there's 7 more to go. Let's do it.
I'm just saying. The zoo.
That back alley sounded much more tragic to me.
Well,
Number 7.
Number 7. I don't know. Maybe it's Absolute Batman issue number 13. Also from DC Comics, $5 is the last recorded sales value. This is $5 book, $60, 9.8. This book
and you know
number 9.
How about this? Why is it this cover? Right? Why not the cover where her suit is doing the Predator thing? Right?
I don't know.
Right? Of like, oh, again, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Are y'all out here buying this?
Well, it's cover A. It is a cover A.
Yeah.
It's cover A. So within the 7-day period, it has 48 sales, 132 within the last 30 days. It's at a hype level of the high. That's because you got over 100 sales within the last 30 days, really. And it is the first appearance of Catwoman in costume. It's also the first cameo of Absolute Harley Quinn, which is really the reason why this book is here. Because Harley Quinn is so popular that the absolute version of Harley Quinn is getting all the love right now.
Sure.
Do you at least like the look of Absolute Harley?
I'm not even that crazy about it.
Yeah, you don't like the buzz cut?
No. I mean, like, I want to be interested. I'm still not interested.
Okay, let's go number 6 in our list. And number 6 is none other than Absolute Batman number 7. This book is also from DC Comics. $20 last recorded sales value. Fair market value is $22 near mint, 67, 9.8. This was number 3 in Key Collector, number 10 for Covrprice. 7-day, 30-day, 26 sales within the last 7, 79 sales within the last 30. The hype level is at a high. This is the first appearance of the Absolute Mr. Freeze.
I will say that what a great
Thanks, James.
What a great interpretation
Mm-hmm.
of the character. Certainly more interesting than anything that took place in prior issues. And that's it. That's the best I can give you.
Well, it is the holiday issue because we got snow.
You can tell yourself whatever you want, okay? That is the most that
Come on, man. It got Batman in the snow. How Christmas
it
can
doesn't
you
mean
get?
anything. It snows all the way into March sometimes. I don't care. And Gotham City has no rules. It could be August and snowing. No rules.
But look at how nice the snow looks. And he's investigating what is the deal with this blood on the floor, because that's the nice little, little touch of red there in the cover.
What's number 5?
I love you, Cliff.
I know.
We're in the halfway mark. And in the halfway mark, our number 5 book is Grimm number 1.
Thank you, Stephanie Phillips, for whatever you did to give us a break from Absolute Batman.
2022 Boom Studios. $2. This sold for $2.
And I don't even care.
However, the most fair market value is $15 near mint, $82, 9.8. As far as trending, number 4 for Key Collector, number 4 for CBSI, not on Covrprice. 7 days, 23 sales. 30 days, 114 sales. Hype level is still at a high for this book because there is option news. Netflix is doing an animated series, or is planning to do an animated series featuring the character of Grimm, who is a Green Reaper who's trying to learn a little bit about her past when she was a human. But Stephanie Phillips, Flaviano, and Rico Renzi give you some great work. I want Grimm, the animated series, to be based off of the animation style, should be based off of Flavio's artwork, because that's what I want to see. I think we could do that too.
Well. I would love to see it as well.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how much you like Grimm.
I like it very much.
Why?
Well, because I like that there's various Grimms and they all have their own story. I think that's really cool. Mm-hmm. I like the way we're introduced to the story. I'm just saying, unlike other stories where I'm like,
for someone who doesn't want to talk about somebody, you keep bringing him up.
What? Am I avoiding talking about Mark? Like, what are we talking about?
Every time I bring up Grimm, JSS has to say how much he loves the Frizzen cover. And I agree, the Frizzen cover is pretty cool. I do admit it.
Of course the Frizzen cover is cool, but come on. There's so much more happening.
I like this cover. I do like this cover a lot.
No, I like it a lot. There's a foil of it out there, by the way, folks.
Yes, there is a foil out there. And it does have a bit of a high print run as well.
I mean, the girl's recruited as a Reaper.
No need to apologize. No need to apologize.
Anyhow, I like the character of Jessica. I like that she's trying to solve how she died. She's trying to solve a supernatural mystery at the same time. Am I catching all the right buzzes?
There you go. That's all the buzzes.
That's all and that's why you should read. And yes, some issues are slow, but you know what? I don't care. Because I love it. And by the way, Homeboy on the cover of issue 2 by Frizzen, that is one of her best pieces.
Yeah, it is a good piece.
I love that so much.
Mm-hmm. Coming in at number 4 on our list is Predator Badlands number 1. This is cover A. It came out just recently from Marvel Comics in conjunction with the Badlands movie. $10 near mint is the last recorded sales value of this book. Most common is $11 near mint, $60 and 9.8. Trending list. Key Collector number 5, number 2 for CBSI, number 5 for Covrprice. 7 day, 30 days. We got 26 sales the last 7 days, 77 sales within the last 30. Hype level is at a high. And there goes my boy Lando. Why are we not talking about Absolute Batman? Don't worry. We will.
I was going to say, if anyone has suffered more than I, it's probably Lando and you having to talk about Absolute Batman for 2 or 3 straight weeks.
No, it's been 4 weeks now.
Whatever. For me, it's been eternity. Y'all have to go.
We have no problem talking about it. We just have to figure out what else we're going to talk about.
Really? You have no problem talking about it?
Because we like Absolute Batman.
Yeah, but how many times can you talk about it? How many times can you be like, Scott Snyder is really weaving a web of genius here?
Well,
and
first of all, we would never say weaving a web.
And Dragado's, oh, whatever, you would butcher it anyway. And Dragado's art is so intensely, disfigured, but like in a really like cool much. Just shut up! I can't anymore. It's been a whole month.
Again, stop talking about it when we need to talk about the
He
Predator,
started it.
man.
Wendell's there. He started it.
Well, he definitely did, because his work here is done.
Yeah, exactly. He's very happy.
Oh, you see, it's easy to pull Cliff's triggers, man. And that's what's so much fun about it. All right. And don't forget to check out Pelham Comics. Thank you, JSS.
If you ever want to light a match, just say, Cliff, Dark Crisis was amazing. And then I'm like,
there you go. Let's talk about Predator Badlands. Since we have the book up, have you yet to see the movie?
No.
Have you had a chance to at least read the comic?
No.
Do you like Predators?
Yeah, I like the movies. I will watch the movie. I have no interest in going out of my way to read the comics.
Well, it is a prequel to the movie, and it features the story of Deck, who is our Predator in this story, but he's very different from your traditional Predators.
Well, he's the weakling, isn't he?
He's not a weakling in that sense, but he is of a weaker Predator chant, right? So he's kind of like, the way I compare it is like Venom with the other symbiotes in that way. He's the loser of the bunch, in other words, in some way. But
he's the runt of the litter.
He's the runt of the litter. Yeah, exactly. He's the runt of and he's working on proving himself. He's going to do his thing. That's why he goes to the Badlands, because he is committed to become a better Predator. And that's what the story is technically saying. So all that good stuff. It is fantastic. I love Predator Badlands. I think it's a great story. It's a different take on the Predator storylines. It's not just your typical Predators going out to kill everybody because he's on the hunt. He's actually doing more of the hunting himself. And there is some connections to Alien. So that's what I also like about it.
Well, that's interesting.
Definitely. So Predator Badlands #1 comes in at number 4 in our list. Moving on to our number 3 book of the week. And that goes to Absolute Batman 2025 annual #1. He's back, baby.
At least I actually like this book. I thought this was genuinely interesting.
$25 last recorded sales value. This book, most common fair market value is $31 near mint. $148 and 9.8. Trending list #2 for key collector. And it has a 7-day, 30-day trend of 85 sales within the last 7 days. 705 sales within the last 30. Last week, it was 800. So it's actually cooling off, believe it or not. However, with that many sales, it's still on the hype level at a high. Daniel Warren Johnson getting rid of some white supremacists. This book is all sorts of hot right now. So go ahead. What else can you say about this book?
Batman battling bigots. Batman battling bigots. Batman battling bigots. That's my favorite thing. Batman battling bigots.
What about the Batmobile?
I don't give a damn. Batman battling bigots.
No, man, give me some Batmobile. He uses the Batmobile.
Batman battling bigots. That's all I need. It's great that the Batmobile is there. You know, it's the most I ever enjoyed that Batmobile in this book, but I'm just saying. Batman battling bigots. Batman battling bigots. Come on. Dolly Parton, write a song about it. Let's go.
Oh, my goodness. Well, this book is actually starting to cool off a little bit, but it still has a lot of sales. 85 sales this week is amazing.
I'm just saying, can we all take a moment and appreciate how, I don't want to call people out, Scott Snyder, but I do want to say that like Daniel Warren Johnson just steps in and elevates the caliber of the character, the story, and the world that they live in immediately.
So are you saying they should give him the book? Eventually?
Yes, give him the goddamn book. Give somebody who I appreciate the goddamn book.
Well, Scott's going to be doing it for at least 40 issues.
And you know what? Let him, okay? The man needs to make a paycheck, okay? How dare I take food out of somebody's mouth?
Oh, my goodness. So you ready for number 2?
Before we get to number 2, since I've been thinking about Rob Liefeld and Scott Snyder's feud during the New 52, which I love, and you can Google it because you can't find it anywhere, but you can still find it in the drips and drabs of whatchamacallit there. What's that super gossipy comic book place? And the guy's British.
You got
really,
me.
Dude? Really, dude?
You got me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, anyhow. But yeah, the two of them fighting, I love it. So I was like, if I wanted to be DC and vindictive and crazy, I would create Absolute Nightwing and give the book to Rob Liefeld. You know? Or just give Liefeld a Batman book and just see what happens.
I see.
You know, just to let it rip. You know? That's just my opinion. All right, number 2, enough with Cliff's imagination.
I'm just letting you think that it's
there are 350,000 copies of this book. All right.
Okay. So
stop your madness, people.
$32 was the last recorded sales value for near mint. Most common fair market is $82 near mint. $377. There was a sale for $400 for this book in a 98.
Insane. Y'all should not pay more than $125 for small number 9.8. Okay, and there are less of. I'm pretty sure at this point in history there are less of those spawns in existence in 9.8s than this freaking thing.
Oh no, there's still more spawns in 9.8s, man. There's still.
Well, there's 16,000 spawns in 9.8. How many 9.8s of this are on the freaking census?
Now we're over 3,000.
Now we're over 3,000. I'm just saying.
In a year.
If you sprinted from comic shop to comic shop in New York City, all right, you would trip over a couple copies of this freaking book. I'm just saying.
So it's number 3 for CBSI, number 2 for Covrprice, 7-day, 30-day sales, 78 sales within the last 7 days. This book is just keeps selling, and people are spending this money. I don't get it.
Do you understand what kind of keys you could buy at $377? Do you know? With $377, you could get like.
You could get a raw copy of New Mutants 98 for a really good for about that price.
You could get a raw Mutants 98 and something else. Okay, you could get a CGC 3.5 of Green Lantern 37. Wait, Green Lantern 37 from 1949. All right, that's what you could do with that 377. You could buy a Golden Age book.
What about with signatures?
I'll give you a little bit of room for signature. Like if someone paid $377 and it had both signatures, I'd give that more weight because there's actually some difficulty in getting that. But
not that much because I have a double signed book.
I know, but you also live in the New York City 5 boroughs area. You have access. Not everybody does. Okay, so and then of course if you do it through CGC, you know you spent a small fortune. So like, I'm just saying, $377, I would allow it if it's multi-signature. Otherwise, this is crazy. Don't do this to yourself. You really shouldn't be spending more than $25 for this book. They printed plenty of them. And for $377, you could buy a Golden Age comic in a slab. There you go.
Excellent point, Cliff. and Bishop has seen it for 180 on Whatnot. Is it worth it for 180?
Absolutely not. You should. Yeah. I do not feel like you should pay over $100 for this in a basic 9.8 signature series. I'll give you wiggle room, but that's it.
Well, that's the thing. It's week over week. This book has been climbing up as far as the price goes. So it's at a high point in sales. Now a 9.9 is a 9.9. That's a little different. I look at that as a different thing, right? That's an outlier. But 9.8s are common for this book. And to be coughing up $400 for 9.8 of this book that just came out last year, Ultimate Spider-Man is not doing those numbers.
Right?
It's not.
And that book is very popular.
But Absolute Batman hit a chord that you just don't see anymore.
And again, I personally,
You're not part of that, but I get it.
no, but I don't understand it. I can't remember the last time I saw something like this, and I don't know why it's happening or where it's coming from. You know, like I just don't like.
There is buzz. There is buzz about Absolute Batman. I will give it that much. People do
right,
talk
but
about
like,
it.
I don't understand. It's just weird. It's not like this is gonna get a movie or something like that. I don't know. It's weird
That we know
and
of.
these values are weird. It's too much. Especially for a book that was so heavily printed.
Could it be your favorite term? Is it?
Oh, fraud and embezzling? My favorite. I love fraud and embezzling. I highly suspect it's fraud and embezzling.
I think there's an actual point. What's up, Barbarian Kung-Fu? I just want to point out that as much as I agree with Cliff, not everyone is interested in an old beat-up comic. They can't touch or fear. You know what?
$325. Okay. For $325, you could get a beautiful 4.0 of Black Terror number 26.
Getting in love with this character is something that they probably not. You know what? I get that. I honestly do. I do. So there is some people that I know from the comic book community that I'm not going to name names, but I do know someone specifically that is very key on modern books rather than the Bronze Age or the Golden Age or the Silver Age. Now, to Cliff's point, there are Golden Age books that are of the same value, that are lesser graded, of course, but have more significant weight to them, right? Yeah. Why people pay $500 for a glass bear? I don't know. Why would they?
That's true.
I don't know why.
Waterford glass bear, like like is it a crystal? Is it a crystal investment? Like there's like a whole thing behind that.
Yeah. Black Terror. Wow, what a throwback. Black Terror is not Absolute Batman though, and folks buying these so I get it. I understand the reasoning behind it. I get that there are a collector group that they are interested in this book. They want to get this book. I also believe that the hype on this book is just way too high. I think this book has way too many copies sold for what it's worth. Now, I'm not against getting the book, but I am against these prices based off the fact that we have that many copies in existence. Yes. You know what I mean? Would you pay $500 for X-Men #1? Would you pay $500 for Spawn #1? You get what I'm saying? Would you pay $500 for Spider-Man #1, the regular cover A? These books that came out in the 90s, they were produced by the millions. Superman 75 is another one, right? Yeah. But I think with Superman 75, there is some historic value to it. But at the same time, the book goes for like $25 today, right? And people want the raw bagged edition. They don't even care about the graded one because of everything that's inside that book. No one really cares about the raw edition of that book in that way, right? So in this particular instance, Absolute Batman did hit a core. It did hit a group of people that really, really want this, but they're spending way too much money for it.
Absolutely.
You know?
And let me tell you, if I had the money, I'd pick up a slab of Blue Beetle number 29 from 1944. He's in bondage. He's nearly shirtless. There's a Nazi has got a gun to his head. I mean, it's like, talk about a conversation piece, you know? And it's a January book, and I'm a January baby. Like, amazing.
Yeah. To Barbarian's Kung Fu's point, no way in hell am I buying Absolute Batman for more than $5, but not everyone is me, and they justify spending their money as they see fit. I love you too. I'm with you. There are people that are willing to spend that kind of money. It's just that I think there's a little bit of they're just a little bit naive about it. I think the people that are spending the money are naive.
It's naivete or market manipulation. I think we're not exploring market manipulation enough. I don't think so. By the way, Sensation Comics 75 featuring Wonder Woman 1948, CGC 5.0, $308.
Yeah.
Just saying. Flash Comics 91 featuring Hawkman, January 1948, $325. I'm just saying, people, there are deals to be had and golden age goodness.
Yeah. But to JSS, buy what you love.
Of course,
love what you buy. But listen,
listen
to Izzy and Cliff on this one.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm trying to save y'all some money.
Yeah, it's all FOMO buying. This is
but
all
it's
FOMO.
The weirdest kind of FOMO buying. Like, it's not like, oh, this is just a $50 book. It's like these are exaggerated prices for a 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little, I don't know. I think it's concerning. It's just concerning.
So that's number 2. Our number 1 book of the week happens to be an Absolute Batman book, and it's Absolute Batman issue number 14. This is the Derek Chew variant. This was off the shelves. It's an open order book. However, they did not produce as many copies as cover A. It's more like a cover D that came out. $13 near minutes, the last recorded sales value. This book goes for about $14 right now, $64 and 9.8. As far as trending list goes, it's number 1 for CBSI, number 1 for Covrprice. 7-day, 30-day sales, 149 copies have sold within the last 7 days. 171 copies have sold within the last 30. Hype level of this book, of course, is at a high. It is the first cover appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn. Now, I think these prices are justifiable, in my opinion, because Harley Quinn is equally as popular. She is the Deadpool of the DC universe in that way, where she is a character that was created within the 90s, and now we have a new version of that character in place. Not everybody's crazy about the look and feel of this character, which I think I don't have a problem.
I love Derek Chew, and it is a beautiful
Derek Chew's great. It's a great cover. Derek Chew did a fantastic piece of work with this cover. I agree. I think time will tell how people feel about Absolute Harley Quinn, but because it's still Harley Quinn and it gives you a reason to pick up a first appearance of a Harley Quinn, people are picking this one up.
I do agree. I do agree, but it's also a great cover.
Yeah. Now, here's a comparison I want to make. Do you remember the hype surrounding the White Knight?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it that didn't get the same hype as Absolute is getting? Why do you think that's the case?
No, and didn't I hear that Sean Murphy almost got Absolute Batman?
It's possible.
Listen, man.
If there's a comparison, that's the comparison I'm going to make.
Well, yeah, that's a comparison. But the thing is, like, people really enjoyed the White Knight. Also, the White Knight was at its peak not in the COVID era, right?
No.
Right. So, like, people have kind of missed the boat on it. Like, listen, just have Robert Downey Jr. take a picture with White Knight #1 in his hand, and that's it.
That's it.
White Knight is back on track. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Let me tell you, I should keep a box of comics in my trunk, just like hang out on the east side, and and just wait for somebody famous to show up. And like, oh my God, I love you. Hold this comic. Let's take a picture together and just post it on Instagram, and then just let the world take my story and be like, oh my God, what is Drew Barrymore doing holding Poison Ivy? What does this mean? And then just sell my Poison Ivy #1s.
There you go. And that's market manipulation.
That's a type of market manipulation. Yes. But it's a huge investment on my part.
There you go. Guys, please invest in Cliff's comics from the trunk.
Oh my God, that could be a thing.
That could be a thing. Comics in the trunk. All right. So Absolute Batman number 14, the Derek Chew variant featuring the first cover appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn is your #1 book for this week. Guys, let us know what you think. Closing thoughts. Which books do you have? Share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for next week. Will we see more Absolute Batman next week? I highly believe we will. That's all I got to say about that. Yay, Cliff. We came to the very end, and now I have to get ready for
race.
a duck race. So I did put all the super chats that were in, but we still have 2 more books to enter into the that we can enter in. Both of these books, one is a 90s book, throwback from the 90s, and another one is more of a modern book, but from a popular artist. So in fact, both of them are from popular artists. In fact, the 2 books features the top 3 artists of their time. There's your little clue there. So we'll do that now. So give me a second while I get the channel members' names into this list, because I do have to get the channel members.
All right, so you're preparing the list. Ladies and gentlemen, feathers and friends, welcome to the great IzzyVerseNYC duck race. Hold your nets and may the best bird paddle proud.
Wow, you still got to keep that thing going, because I got to get this
on the
name,
pond where lilies grow.
All these days,
line up in a row, flapping wings, ready to seal the show. It's the great duck race.
Oh my goodness, DVH's name is so long.
Just put DVH.
I know it's not that; it's just the way it comes out in the list.
I love what I came up with him for. Like, it was like, I don't know what he posted somewhere, but he like posted like some of that cool ass DVH art that he has in one of the group chats, and I was like, coming soon, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. The Adventures of Dr. Von Hoot in the Spiral Dimension. And like I just made like a whole series, you know, of like where Dr. Von Hoot is like this like supernatural being that appears when the supernatural threats need to be dealt with, you know? Yeah. It's just my thing.
So we're gonna add the name. So we do have quite a long list of names. So thank you everybody for being a part of it. But we still, if you want in, and if you're not in, all you have to do now is just leave a super chat. If you leave a super chat, you can get yourself into it. Right now we have 63 entries for this duck race.
Heavens to Megatroid!
All right,
I don't even know if I have enough music for.
We still have 2 more books to add. If you leave a super chat within the next minute, you will get your name added to the list, and you could win. Let's just show them what we got. That way, it gives them time to think it through, right? So just add it today.
Is the list complete?
Yes, it's complete. It's ready to go.
Okay, thank God.
All right. So the Energon Universe. This is the Ashcan for 2025. This is a New York Comic Con exclusive, so that's been added. Also added, and has been DCKO Nightfall issue number 2. That's been added. The first cover appearance of a new villain named Minotaur. Ooh, this could be a book that's in the list next week. Who knows?
I really don't hope so.
Okay. It's possible.
There are 500 villains named Minotaur. It's boring me to death. It's a pretty cover.
Yeah, let me find out what book this is, because I've been dying to figure out what book this is. Now I have to find out. But this tape, that's the why I didn't find out. The tape is a pain in the butt, man. This is some tight tape. Okay, let's see. This is the issue of Spawn, cover by Jason Alexander, issue 285. Also, this is older Spawn.
Older Spawn.
Yeah. All right, so we got that. That's also part of it. So get this back in the bag and board, stuff like that. Okay, we got that. This book here. We're also going to add in Wolverine issue number 50. That is part of the. Oh, I love this cover. Mark Silvestri goodness here. Batman 457 is in there. The Death of the Silver Surfer issue number 5 is in here. King Spawn number 50, Virgin cover done by Scotty Young. Return of the Living Dead issue number 1, covered by Mark Spears.
Hey.
Superman Batman 26, covered by the late great Michael Turner, featuring stories by Sam Loeb and a whole bunch of creators. Also included, you're going to get an original piece of artwork by yours truly, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Nice little blank there.
Very nice, very nice.
You're going to also get Uncanny X-Men 257, first Jubilee in her trench coat. All right. Infernal Hulk #1 is also part of this pack. So you get Infernal 1. All right. Something's Killing the Children. I don't know what issue this is, and I'm not going to bother opening it, but it's a cool die cut cover. Ghost Rider issue 15, the special glow in the dark cover. And you're also going to get included here. You're going to get a 9.8 Moon Knight #1 with art by the one and only Gabriel Del Otto. That's happening right now. It looks like that's everything. We're going to do it. Let's get this stuff race ready to go.
Let's get it.
Let's do this. The names are in. Let's set this up for uno minuto. All right. The duck race is ready. Let's share the duck race. It's time for a duck race. And there's our duck race. Let's make us a little small. That way we can see. Look at that. Check that out. Look at all this. That's a lot. All right.
It's huge.
Let's shuffle this up a bit to get some more stuff. And with our luck, somebody puts a super chat right when the fight starts. But if you do leave a super chat afterwards, then we'll put it in for next month's duck race. All right. Ready? Start the countdown, Cliff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Oh boy, here we go. We got Papa Wheelie. He has a couple of entries there. Look at ABX Comics is also there. All right, but Papa's taking that lead. Look at that. Check out that lead from Papa. Up there. Now he's moving back. Yeah, Digger Jim is now taking up, but ABX is strong in there as well. And who's coming in? Who's that brown one? The reindeer. Comic Verse. Tony. Hey, Tony. Tony is coming in. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rain Duck is on the way. All right. So who else we're going to get here? We got Digger Jim is coming in with 15 seconds remaining. Do we have someone's popping in? Uh-oh, it looks like Papa Wheelie's coming in.
Oh, is it?
Look at wait, I see Cliff. Cliff. Papa Wheelie.
Congrats, Papa. Congrats.
Congratulations, Papa Wheelie. He is the winner of this month's pack. Papa, please let me know in the chat what kind of spider powder tumbler you want to have, because it is also included in the pack. Man, Cliff, that was something, man.
That was something.
A show coming up at 9:00 like you did last week?
No, not this time. I'm just going to I'm probably going to join a friend's stream or something like that.
Rigged.
I don't know if it's rigged, man. I don't know.
But it is Papa. But Papa be doing it, man. But Papa is a huge supporter of the channel, so thank you so much, guys. And thank you all for watching today. We really do appreciate it. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Make sure you go check out the Covrprice video. If Cliff's not doing anything, go check out Covrprice. They're going to be starting in about 5 minutes with Lando. They're going to be doing new comic books for this week. There's some really good comic books, man. I picked up some good ones already. Did you get some good ones?
Oh, I got some good ones.
We got some good ones already, man. We're gonna have.
Oh my gosh!
Well, are you gonna show them? If you're gonna show them, then we can't let the comic vet watch it. And DVH is currently watching.
Yeah, no, I just want.
So we can't show them.
I'm just trying to remember where I put them.
Oh, okay.
So I can be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. I put mine in my handy dandy comic shelf that you could get at a discounted rate if you go to my website. Leave my promo code IzzyVerse. All right. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see you all over the channels. Make sure you check things out. And next week, you'll see what's going to be for December's pack. It's going to be fun. I got some nice ones already included. So that's going to be a good thing for next week. Love you, Clef. Love you, chat. See you then.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home.
Okay, all right.
Like thank you.
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 Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never said thank you. And you'll never have to.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I'll see you.